Why did you want to renovate it originally? Like, what was it that made you want to renovate?
We needed an upgrade on the washrooms. They were over 20 years old, so they
Okay.
were looking really tacky. And I think it was the next step for us to just get it all done.
Okay.
And there were some things in them that didn't work for us anymore, you know. So we honestly just needed an upgrade.
What was it that made you say, "This is the company that I'm willing to move forward with"?
Firstly, your name.
Mhm.
So when I was looking for somebody to start the project for us, I was sort of scrolling, through the names, and I liked your name. Intelligent design just
Okay.
felt to me like something that could be something that's going to be intelligent.
Okay.
So I liked the name.
Excellent.
That was before I met you, right? So yeah, you were actually the second company that I approached. And yeah, I must say you sold it to me. It's just your attention to detail, being very, even when you put out your books, you were very sort of, how do you call that in English? You're a perfectionist, I think. I like that because I could see that my bathroom is going to be, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I like somebody that's a little bit OCD, and small detail is going to matter, and that's what mattered to me. That was the first thing. And the second thing is you were very flexible. When I didn't like this or didn't like that, you would say, okay, we can do it this way. And thirdly, I think also you brought a lot of good ideas to the table, which I liked, because I knew I wanted what I want, but I didn't know how to get there, and it seemed like you will bring me to the next step, which was what I was looking for. And the fourth thing for me was it's like a one-stop shop. I didn't have to run away around and get my own stuff. You took me shopping. That was your idea. You said to go shopping and get everything together, and you're going to run with the project. Because I'm honestly busy at work, and I didn't have the time to look into all of those things. So that's what mattered to me. So I enjoyed when you presented it. That was the part that I quite liked.
Awesome. You saw, when you contacted us, like when you had contacted us, and obviously you saw your bathroom, and usually people kind of have a reason that they reach out to one company or another, and they're hoping to solve something. What was it that we could be that person to help you solve?
Yeah, I think the first thing, one-stop shop.
Okay.
You knew where to go get the stuff. We knew in Canada we didn't know exactly where to go do the shopping, and just put things together. We're not designers, so we liked having somebody that's got that bit of knowledge. But I think the way you presented it, just not just a contractor, you're somebody that take a bit more care, and that's something that I wanted. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, for sure. Yep. Yes, you were very respectful of our stuff. Your preparation beforehand took a whole day, and I thought, oh, this is going to take us over the, contracting time, but it was well worth it because that protected our stairs, protected my things. I didn't worry so much about, afterwards cleaning up. You guys were great with that, so. In that sense, you hear horrible stories about contractors. They don't care about your stuff. Your place is in a mess afterwards. It's dust everywhere. Honestly, my experience with you guys it was very respectful. I didn't have any of that to deal with, which was amazing.
Excellent.
For sure. Yes, I had a few friends. I don't have a lot of people in Canada that we knew or know, because we're a little bit new in the country. But the few friends that's been here, they were quite impressed. I've got a couple across the road that we know well, and they said definitely your workmanship is much better than what they had, because they had something done. So that was to me quite nice, because the first time we had something done in Canada. So yes, for sure, I would recommend you.
Okay, excellent. The budget was where it needed to be. Did you feel like you got your money worth from what we were able to do for you for the renovation?
Yeah, it's a good question because it is a lot of money you invest,
Mm-hmm.
and I think something like a bathroom is
Mm-hmm.
worth investing because that's what sells your house at the end of the day. And for me, when I walk in there, I do say it's worth it.
Okay,
Yes.
excellent. How does it make you feel?
Definitely, when I walk in there, I think, nice job. Yeah, it's honestly, it's what I wanted. I feel like it's something out of a magazine. It's exactly to my taste. Um, so you hit it spot on. I love my big tiles. I love the shininess. Um, yeah, so honestly, it makes me feel good.
Excellent. All right.
My kids, two girls, by
Yeah.
the way,
Yeah.
love their bathroom.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny when I came in today and you were saying how like easy it is to keep everything clean. I mean, I was surprised because usually when we take pictures, we've got to do all kinds of cleaning beforehand, and it didn't look like you'd use the bathrooms.
Yeah, because it's honestly the tiles you use and I think all the equipment and so on. So far, it's been really a pleasure. It's not a difficult cleaning job. It's especially here having to do your own cleaning. So it's worth the effort for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go to the shower with me. I walk past by and I want to look at the bathrooms. Yeah, it's all worth it for sure.
It's funny when I come back to site sometimes and just look at what we did, and I mean, I get to look at the pictures and that kind of stuff, and as I go and I meet with new clients and then I show them previous projects and get them ideas and kind of inspire them, then I get to see just all those pictures come back again and kind of get back into that mindset that we originally had going in, and it doesn't quite create the same thing as actually seeing it in person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always funny when I come back in and it's just like, wow, look at this place.
Yeah, honestly, my dad is in Dubai and my brother is back in South Africa and so on. They all want to just send us pictures, but honestly, the pictures does not do it justice.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a bit of a video and sent my dad. My dad is a very fussy person and he loves it, so he said he'll need to come here and look at it. But I mean, for me, the best thing, I mean, it was hard. I'm not an easy person to satisfy because I've got high standards.
Yeah.
I think my husband always say. But honestly, our whole process with you guys, obviously you specific, was really, really an easy process. It wasn't a difficult having to worry about your stuff, having to worry about anything, and it's challenging for you guys because we all at home, right?
Yeah.
And the thing that I really appreciated was when there was something that looked off for me or I just didn't like, you just stepped in there and you fixed it without a word, didn't say anything, you were very accommodating, which, yeah, honestly, is amazing from, somebody, because we've got different tastes, right?
Yeah.
But you made sure that you put your stempel on it, but mine is on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the combination, I think, worked out well, which is
the whole point with the intelligent design is really just to be able to articulate your design, right? And it's not so much about us pushing our style on you, but it's more about being able to see yourself in the renovation when it's all said and done. When you look at it, it communicates you and your colors and your color scheme and things that maybe you never even thought about, but that really spoke to you when you were there picking stuff and taking a look at kind of what's out there.
Yeah.
And just making sure that all the little bits and pieces that we can improve on, that those are improved on, and that we can.
And that's where your guidance came in, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need because I'm not a designer.
Yeah.
I know what I want, but I don't know how to put them together.
Yeah.
So you took us to that next level, and that's why I think it's worth the extra money to pay somebody like you to go through this whole process. It's seamless, it's effortless from a client's point of view, which is amazing. So I thank you for that.
Last question. This one's completely off the cuff. COVID. I mean, How was it going through a renovation, working from home during COVID? Especially like you and your husband working from home, and then like you had your kids. Some of them were on like Zoom calls and like interviews and all kinds of stuff.
Yes, we had honestly just the one day that we had to ask you to not do the banging, and I mean that was just for the half an hour, but that was the only time that I felt that it was sort of a little bit of invasion of space and privacy. I think you guys were very thoughtful in the way you did it, and very respectful of. We each went our own way, and you never interrupted me. That I felt like I can't focus on my work, which was amazing. Husband being on conference calls just about the whole day, and it wasn't interrupted at all. I think actually it worked out well because we are at home, so we could connect with one another. I think it was actually the best time to do this for me. And because it was not a lot of people coming in and out of my house, you had one person, maybe two at a time. Which was great during COVID time. That's what we want. We don't want a bunch of people coming in and out of your house, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I think it worked out very well.
Awesome.
It felt like at least we accomplished something in COVID time.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff got kind of pushed back and that kind of thing, and just in life in general with COVID. But I'm glad we could still service you the way that we were able to, and it was our pleasure to work with you.
Thank you. Yeah, and your timing was perfect. I mean, finished on time, if not a bit early, so yeah. No complaints on our side, honestly.
Okay,
All thumbs up.
Perfect. All right. So that wasn't too bad, was it?